Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am SimplySimming if you are new here, and today's video is yet another speed build, but today's speed build is cool because it's actually technically a starter home, so that's really cool. So it is 2 bedrooms, I believe, and it is a starter home. Like I said, it is affordable, and like I said, it has 2 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. The bathrooms are kind of weird. When you see me get into the upstairs bathroom, it comes off one of the bedrooms, but ultimately I was like, it's just more convenient, especially if you have more Sims living in the house, to have a bathroom that has or to have more full bathrooms. So there's a shower in the upstairs bathroom. I use the university showers in order to fit them in because the bathrooms are really weird shaped, but they're completely functional. And the upstairs bathroom, the shower is kind of coming off the window, you'll see, which is a little weird. So I hope that doesn't bother you, because it doesn't bother me as long as I have a shower in there, but it does. If it does, you can just delete it. The upstairs bathroom is also coming off of the kids room, I say in quotes because you can make it whatever you want, but I made it like a kids room. I think this house is perfect for the 100 baby challenge, so it's fitting for that if you want to download it. And it has 2 bedrooms, it has 2 full bathrooms, which is always nice, and I think it would work. I struggled with the floor plan because it is such a small house. Honestly, it could be counted as a tiny home if I think it was 2 tiles off from being a tiny home. So if I got rid of 2 tiles, it would have been a tiny home. But I just felt like it wasn't worth it because I don't know. I didn't feel like leaving it being a tiny or making it a tiny home. You can make it a tiny home really easily. Like, you could even take that porch on the side and just make it a little bit shorter, and then bam, it would be a tiny home. So if you want that, but the small house tiny home perks aren't even that good, so I just decided like it wasn't worth it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not technically a tiny home, but if you do want to make it a tiny home, you can shrink the deck on the side and it would be. Also, the landscaping, I did use debug for the landscaping, but I just wanted to have like full looking landscaping. I don't see it as a bad thing. I don't know, maybe some people do, but to me it doesn't seem like a bad thing because it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like a good idea to me. It doesn't seem like cheating to me, but people will probably view that differently. But I felt, I don't know, I don't mind it, so I use debug for landscaping. So yeah, if you want to download this house though, it is up on my gallery under the hashtag SimplySimming, or on my gallery page where you can find my origin ID in the description down below. So yeah, if you want to put this in your game and use it, you actually can, and it would be reasonable for you to do so because it's affordable. I'm so proud of myself for doing that. As you may know, or maybe you don't, but you may not know this, but I'm not one for making affordable houses. Usually my houses are very ridiculously expensive because I just like to have fun with it rather than try and make it in a budget, but it is fun to do that sometimes. So here, I guess you have one in a budget, so there you go. It's a little sparsely furnished, but you'd expect that with a tiny home. I think it's, for a tiny home, pretty well furnished. The living room's a little weird. It's not, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the best on the inside, but the outside looks really cute, and it's 2 stories, which I think is really cool for like a starter home to be 2 stories, because usually you imagine like that 1 story, 1 bedroom starter home, but I made it 2 stories. I just made the house really small on each floor, but it works. And like I said, it has 2 bedrooms, so that's always a bonus. So yeah, that's the build. I don't have many. Oh my gosh, you guys, I recently moved a double bed into my room. So I've had a twin bed pretty much my entire life. I have a decent sized room. My room's not tiny, but it's not very big, so a double bed doesn't fit in my room super nicely. But I recently moved a double bed into my room, and I honestly, so we have 2 guest bedrooms, I say in quotes, in our house because they're just spare rooms that we put like some of our old beds in. So there was 1 double bed downstairs, and then we have like a storage room in between. It's like the walkway between my parents' bedroom and my grandmother's apartment, which is above our garage. So it's like a storage room, but we just threw one of the beds from my grandmother's old house in there. And then my brother got a new bed recently, so his old double bed was downstairs in our other just extra room that we have. And so we moved that one from downstairs into my room, and now my twin bed is sitting in there because I was so nervous to do this because I am very indecisive and very like nervous to do like change things, especially about my room. I care a lot about my room. It sounds dumb, but like my room is like my space, so I care very much about my room. And something that bothers me a lot is lighting. Like that will like the way I have an insane amount of lamps in my room. I have a really bright lamp. It has like one of those daylight lights in it, so it's super bright. And then I have a dingy ceiling light, and I just have like 5 other lamps and then my fairy lights. So I have arranged my lamps and the lighting in my room a specific way that I like it a lot. So when I moved like stuff around, that's gonna move around the lighting, and it's gonna bother me a lot because lighting really bothers me. So I was very nervous about that, and we moved it like into the corner of my room. And anyways, we moved it and I hated it, but I moved stuff around in my room, and I think I like it better. I'm still unsure because I honestly kind of want to put my old bed back just because I like it so much. Honestly, it's nice to have a double bed, especially like if people stay over. We don't have to like sleep in one of our 2 guest rooms, I say in quotes, because they're not really guest rooms. They're just like 2 spare rooms that we put beds in, so they don't have the best atmosphere. So that's why I don't like sleeping in guests or in our spare rooms, I say in quotes, when I have sleepovers with people. So it's nice for that. And me and my dog get to have I have a little dog, if you didn't know. Her name is Dolly. She's a Shih Tzu, and she's a pain in the butt sometimes, but she's super cute. But anyways, I sleep with her every night. She sleeps in my bed with me because she's a little dog. But in the twin bed, it gets crowded, and she has a way of literally taking up as much space as possible for a little dog, because she spreads out and kicks you when she wants more room. But when I have a double bed, we each have like our own side, and she loves this bed. At first she didn't like it. Like the minute I put her on it, she wanted off and she jumped off, and she didn't like it at first. But then the first night I spent with her in it, she stayed with me the entire night. She likes to roam, so like throughout the night she likes to walk back and forth, like bed hop basically. So she'll start in my room, and then she'll go to my parents' room, and then maybe she'll go back to my room, or maybe she'll sleep out in the hallway for a little bit. Like, she likes having that freedom, right? So a lot of the time, like, she won't spend the entire night in my room. She'll fall asleep in my bed with me and then at some point in the night leave. But lately she's been spending the entire night. And according to my mom, this morning after I think my mom let her out, she was begging my mom to get back in my room, which just doesn't usually happen. Like, she obviously falls asleep there every night, so she sleeps with me in my bed every night before like my twin bed. But she never spent the entire night or begged to get back on. So she really likes having the space, and she really likes this double bed. But it's really nice to have space. But yeah, I was very surprised to hear that A, she spent the entire night with me, and B, she begged to get back on, because she's also old, so like she can't jump and stuff, so she has to ask for us to help her on and off tall things. And this bed, like the double bed that was downstairs that's now in my room, is very, very big. It's very tall and high off the ground, so she doesn't like to jump off it, let alone jump on it. She didn't even jump on my twin bed, which was like 2 feet off the ground. My twin bed, I'm pretty sure it was for like toddlers or something, I don't know, like 5-year-olds, because I had it on the highest setting and it was literally like 2 feet off the ground. But the reason she didn't jump on it was because my floor is so slippery. I have a different kind of floor in my room. Me and my brother's room have a different kind of hardwood than the rest of our house. So she doesn't like being in our rooms, like walking on the floors, because it's really slippery for her. So she wouldn't even jump on my twin bed that was like a few feet off the ground. So there's no way in heck she'd jump on this tall bed. But anyways, we are getting to the end of the video, so I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everybody.